Money world, cosas como son, no quiero ninguna aceptación. Tampoco vengo a pedir perdón porque mis sentimientos se volvieron la pasión. Yeah, no me vale mucho como tú me ves. Si tú me llegas, solo a tu piel. Quisiera ser un buen humano para mí dinero ya lo veré. No me no mi alma lo lograré. Seré jamás me olvidaré de dónde vengo y cómo
All right. What is going on, everybody? Just gonna wait a little bit longer for a few more people to get in here. Hope everybody's doing well. Everybody's having a peaceful, prosperous, and productive Monday. Yeah, hope everybody's feeling well. All right, so we're gonna get into it. So what's going on, everybody? Heavy Metal Hotep back at it again with another video for y'all. So before we get into it, just make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe. If you do, if you're not already subscribed, and you do, make sure you click that bell. So whenever I go live, post a video, you guys get notified. Without further ado, so as you can see in the title, tonight's episode, really, it's about every day being basically a brand new start. So I'm sure you guys wake up, maybe be thinking about whatever happened yesterday or something that you might have maybe not done so well on, something that you might have just decided you weren't going to do, something that you said you'd do later, put it off, and then now it's bedtime, now you got to go to sleep. Maybe you got work the next day, summer school, whatever it is, right? And basically, you're still putting that thing off the next day, and then the next day, and the next day, and you got to, basically, what we're talking about tonight is just remembering that, I mean, every time that you wake up, first of all, every time that you wake up, you know, it's a good thing because you have the opportunity to change whatever it is, whatever bad things going on in your life, whatever struggles you may be having, or whatever, you know, thing that you got to get done, but you decided, I'm gonna do it tomorrow, or I'll do it later, and maybe you forgot or just said fuck it, right? But it's important to know that, all right, so maybe you didn't get that project done, maybe you didn't study for that you know, that test, or read that book that you were trying to basically get through, or whatever it is, you know, whatever it may be. Basically, you always got to remember, if you wake up the next day, you got to remember that, well, basically, that's a whole new opportunity to continue what you're doing, get back to whatever goal you're trying to achieve, whatever you're trying to accomplish, or at the end of the day, start over. So I would say that it's important to look at every new day that you come across and that you end up, you know, being alive in, as it's basically a brand new opportunity. It's a brand new opportunity to bounce back, be resilient, whatever it is, you know. The next day is an opportunity to change whatever it is that you may have worked on the previous day and maybe didn't work out so well. Maybe you didn't get the result that you wanted. At the end of the day, it's a clean slate. You got to do what you got to do to make sure that you stay on your grind, you stay on your mission. I mean, you know, especially as men, it's definitely important for us to do that, you know. We got to make sure that we're building ourselves up. And yeah, there's going to be some slips, there's going to be some falls, but, you know, the important thing is, I mean, they say, you know, it's not how hard you get hit, but it's, you know, basically you getting back up, or however they say it, you know. And you can apply that to this. I mean, whatever it is that you're going through in life, you know, whatever knocks you down, whatever gets you down. I mean, every day that you're still alive, you're still here, you got to make sure that you use that opportunity and take that initiative to stay on your path, you know? Just keep going. Ain't no reason to really stop. But I mean, at the end of the day, like, there really, if you think about it, there really isn't a reason to stop, because at the end of the day, you started whatever it is, the goal you're trying to achieve, whatever you wanted to accomplish, you started doing that in the first place. You feel me? Like, you started doing that in the first place, so obviously, why make that for nothing? Why make it that you start this thing, you start doing this thing, and then all of a sudden, you're like, screw it. Now, I mean, obviously, there's certain things that may not be necessarily worth, excuse me, not necessarily be worth your time, but at the end of the day, you got to figure that out for yourself, right? And I can almost guarantee you that whatever the reason it is that you started doing it, probably was important, you know? So if you ever think about quitting or just stopping whatever a goal you're trying to achieve, or just giving up on it, I mean, you got to remember. You basically got to remember that there's a reason why you started doing that in the first place. So just remember that, just to recap, really. Every day that you wake up, it's an opportunity for you to continue striving to achieve your goals, or starting fresh. Maybe you failed at something, or you didn't do so well or as well as you wanted to. I mean, that's the best thing about our lives, is that no matter what happens, we always have control, the overwhelming majority of things that we go through, that we do, we choose, what happens to us, whatever. It's usually within our control. And we usually can make sure that we get the results that we want, as long as we take the proper steps and the proper precautions to get to that point, right? Now, a lot of people might, disagree, or might say, nah, like, I'm not denying that there's certain things that happen to us in our lives that are out of our control. But at the end of the day, right, the majority of the stuff is, I mean, you can either make excuses of why you're not where you want to be, why you're not doing this, why you're not doing that, why you're not in this circle, in that circle, why you're not outside of this circle, outside of drama, or whatever. But at the end of the day, I mean, we all got choices, right? We all have choices. And the majority of the stuff that happens in our life, and the majority of the things that we do in life, normally situations that we're in, it's choices. It's by choice. Now, you can break that down. Now, you might say that, no, that's not the case. This specific thing happened to me in my life, and it wasn't my choice. Now, sure, again, there are situations like that, but I would even argue that some of those situations you might be thinking of, if you really break it down and get down into the nitty gritty, yeah, it might have been some choices that you made, or that could have been avoided, or you might have made the wrong choice. I mean, especially when hindsight's 2020, I mean, let's be honest, we all have times, situations where we're like, damn, man, I should have done this, or damn, I could have done that, or I could have went this way instead of that way. I could have just avoided this person completely had I just done this. So that right there is proof that, those certain situations, even the ones that we might not think are in our control, you break it down, it boils right down to the choices that we make. So if it is a situation where you made a bad choice or a wrong choice, learn from it, right? Learn from it, learn from the mistakes, hardships, all that. There's a saying that goes, see if I can remember correctly. It goes, a fool learns from his mistakes. A wise man learns from other people's mistakes. And, it's kind of self-explanatory, but just to get into a little bit deeper, basically what that means is, yeah, you can go through life and make the wrong decisions. We all do. That's just how it is. For a lot of us, we make the wrong decisions, and if we do the right thing, we learn from them so that we don't make those mistakes again. But then you take someone who's wise and understands what mistakes can do and what wrong decisions can do as well, and put what positions they can put us in. You can see other people and the mistakes that they made, and you might come across another situation because you understood where they went wrong. You looked into it a little bit deeper instead of just saying, oh damn, they fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You just look into it a little bit deeper to what they did wrong. Now you can apply it to your own life, and you don't even have to go through that mistake or that, that bad situation or whatever it is. You can completely overstep that and not have any problems with it. So I think it's very important to understand that. Also, I mean, yeah, learning from our mistakes is good, but what's even better is learning from other people's mistakes. So you're not even in that position to begin with that they were. And if it happens, anyway, it happens. But you make it to the next day. You can learn from that and see what you did wrong, and learn how to better identify where people went wrong in certain things and aspects in their life so that you don't make the same mistake as well. But anyway, yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Also, again, make sure y'all like the video, comment, subscribe. Definitely comment any ideas, topics that you want me to talk about when it comes to, could be motivation, could be music. I do music reviews and album reviews. You a local band, or local to wherever you are, trying to get your music out there, music heard. Yeah, definitely send it to me. I'll review it, post it up. And yeah, anything that you guys want to talk about, mention, critiques, whatever it may be, definitely put it in the comments below. Without further ado, that's gonna be it for tonight's episode. Hope everybody enjoyed. And again, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hope everybody has a peaceful, prosperous, and productive day tomorrow. And I will see y'all on the next stream. Peace. Hotep.